Hey there, YouTubers, it's the Level Designer, and I'm here with my next video for Blocktober, and I'm in here. Let me just quiet down that video real fast. Alright, so I'm here in Unreal Engine 5, and I am working on the Lyra Starter Pack. And last video, we were really adding a lot of detail to this small, or no, I guess not small, but central area here. We made this look more like a nightclub. And one thing I want to show you guys that I added last night after the video, I wanted to make sure I could get this correct, but if we play, we could see that, wait, well, those are kind of falling, but you can see that we have breakable glasses now. They're a bit kind of weird though, but they tend to kind of fall, which I'm not a huge fan of, but they work pretty well. I'm gonna just open this up and I'm just gonna browse to the asset. So we have this asset here. As we see, I kind of want to play around with a few things real fast. So right here we have like a damage threshold. I'm not sure if increasing this is gonna do anything, but we can test it out anyway. So I'm gonna save. I'm gonna clear. Just I don't know. I'm gonna go in and go to damage threshold here. I just want to test this real fast before I continue, just to get a good sense of if this is going to do anything. I'm going to hit clear. That's an error that pops up. I think it's just a validation error, but if we play, it should still continue to work. The only thing, though, is when I shoot at the bottles, all of the bottles, like, yeah, all the bottles seem to just get hit. Like if we shoot, other than them just falling, if we shoot one of these, then they all explode. So I'm just trying to get through that, but I can kind of show you how I managed to make these breakable glasses. And I probably won't get too much into detail, just kind of set you on the right path if you want to figure it out. And I can also link a description to the kind of small tutorial series that I watched down below. I can kind of link to like the first episode of that. If you watch more videos in that series, you'll eventually get to like the breakable stuff, but I can at least kind of point you in the right direction. But basically what I did was, let me see if I can try to find it in sheer core content. No, I think it's in content. We go to weapons. There's a weapon fire. So in weapon fire, there's this in the event graph for GA Weapon Fire under the weapons in the content folder, there's this kind of section here called create a physics field. So basically what happens is you kind of have to restructure this, and this is something that was pointed to this class. So you have to like unpin things and then go in here and unpin all of this from this, basically. And basically you have to make a new class called weapon hits. So with this, it will begin the event, and then it will check to see if whatever the hit result on the weapon, if it's gonna be a geometry collection actor, which is what the object that's breakable is. And then if it is that, then it goes straight to here. If it's not a collection actor, then it goes down to this branch, which is just a solid object, but when you shoot it, it like forcefully moves. So it's kind of like if you've played around with Unreal and you've gone into one of those template levels and you shot one of those blocks and they just, you know, you shoot it across the map. It's just basically that effect. And then if it goes into true, then it just returns the impulse at location, which goes into all of this, a bunch of math. Again, I can basically just send I'll have the link for the tutorial down below. But again, like I had to create like an impact master field, which was in the videos and stuff. And then with an object itself, so if we just take a look at one of these glasses, you could see that if we just were to take like a normal block, like this, or not even a block, I think you can use like a modeling shape, but you have to make sure, you might have to play around with it, because at one point I was getting like errors, and I think I forgot what I did to make it work. But basically, when you have a shape like this, you could actually go into this fracture mode. I do believe you have to have maybe fracture plugin enabled, I think. But if you select, you know, a shape, you can hit this new, and then that new will create a new object that will look something a lot like this. And then with this, you'll be able to hit one of these fracture modes, and then if you hit that, like if you hit this, you can see this particular object right here has a certain level of fractures, I guess, and then you can like keep hitting this fracture to up the level of fractures basically it has. And then once you do that, I think it's just good to go. And then specifically for Lyra, you would want to go in here and, you know, select simulate physics, and then there's also on collision. In the tutorial that I was watching, the guy said, you know, just have everything to block all on the collision presets. So that's what I did. And then this is a bone colors. So these colors represents all of the different sections I guess that can break. But kind of on the side here, as you can see above my camera, I just turned the show bone colors off, and it just goes back to normal. Again, I want to tweak more of the, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that, but I just want to tweak more of these objects here. So what I might do is I might just add in a 0, because I just want these to not be as fragile. So I'm just gonna play around a bit, and I think this damage threshold under clustering should help with that. And there's there's like different layers. I guess this is based off of maybe the fracture levels that you put on the object. But I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. I'll just test it and see how it goes. Yeah, see, they all just break at the same time. But I don't know, I don't even mind all the pieces because I don't know, it's kind of fun. I just kind of like the destruction. I think it adds to the fact that yeah, and this is kind of one of those test objects that I tested. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of an introduction to, I guess, the fracture mode in Unreal Engine 5. I definitely would like to play around more with it. I think it's such a great system. But with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and continue just blocking out this area. So we have, you know, these tables and whatnot. So one of the things I want to try to do is make maybe some bar stools. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the modeling tools. And then we will go into the cylinder. And with cylinder, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into poly edit. Ugh. I'm just going to make a very basic plain Jane stool. I think that's a pretty good size. So we can extrude this. We could probably just have that come down, and then if we extrude again, we'll just add that, and we'll extrude it again, but we'll keep it as that, and then we'll just, whoa, there we go. We hit accept, and we got a bar stool. Pretty great. So I'm going to go ahead and go into cube grid. Just get rid of these boxes in here. And then I'll also go in, that's not where I wanted to go. I'll go into here, into this, and I'll just get rid of these as well. One of the things I want to do, though, is just adds a little bit more character to this. So one of the things I'm going to do is play around with a few of these areas. Oh. Well, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I'll hit done. I'll go back into corner mode though. Can I not, like... Guess I can't, like, That's interesting. We'll just go into corner mode here and... I'll just kind of do the same thing. I'll hit done. I don't really exactly know what the full plan with this is, but I want to add in just something that makes this space stand out. I'm just going to hit complete. And then I'm going to go ahead and let me go into poly edit and see if I can move these points a bit. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but it's worth a shot anyway. Yeah, it seems like I can only pick either or the faces, which kind of is no fun, but I wonder if there's a merge? Whoa. Let's see, merge. No? I'm just kind of weld. No. Merge. Inset. Whoa. Oh. What the hell? Oh, that's kind of interesting. Whoa. What the hell? Oh, is that just the normal? I think that's just the normal. I don't think I just did that. It just looks weird because I've never gone into this with poly edit before. Yeah, it really is select faces. It really kind of sucks though that I can't select, you know. There's this guy here. I could probably just, well, no, that definitely doesn't do what I want. Well, that kind of sucks. I'll just cancel. I won't accept anything. And we'll just keep it like that. And we can always fine-tune stuff. And I figured we'd probably go back to this space later in an episode and really, you know, make it look unique. So right here we have this bar stool. So now we can just kind of place it. We just so have that. We could also place some of these bottles around too. Maybe different tables and whatnot. And maybe even lay them on a surface like that. Hopefully they don't fall off, but Okay, so we have that. I don't even think those bottles are gonna lay flat on any of those tables. Alright, and you remember that we made these into a group, so what we could do is we could just copy these and then just place them around. Probably won't have as many areas over here where there's going to be tables, but we can definitely find some room for sure. So we'll just go ahead and just duplicate a few of these. We just kind of keep it kind of basic for now. We don't have to go super out of our way, but maybe it's kind of a tight fit there. So maybe we could have something like here, and then here we could maybe just rotate this and just have this be somewhere a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, there's some tables here. Again, we might put some tables up here as well, knowing that surely people wouldn't necessarily mind eating up here. Maybe it's not a lot. But again, this could act as this could act as some cover up here. So if there were two groups fighting up here, then they'd be able to take cover behind one of these chairs. And then the same goes for up here as well. So this one, I don't want the chair to be like into the pillar. But we can duplicate this one and then just do the same thing for this. And just have a couple tables up here. I don't think that's too bad. Can we even fit a third one in here? Yeah, we could fit a third one in there. It's not too bad. That fits pretty nicely. And maybe what we could do as well is we can go and just select this and then go into the cube grid. And maybe there's a second bar. Maybe that acts as like an entryway for the employees. So we can hit complete. And we can select or duplicate more of these as well. Those are kind of a lot closer, so maybe what we could do is instead of having this, we could just delete that. We'll hit complete again, so we'll just take that inside, and then this we can even push more further in that way. So it's not necessarily in the way, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. So, and maybe they don't really. Maybe this is kind of reserved for people when it's busy or whatnot. So, yeah, it's just kind of something that we could definitely mess around with. Okay, so let's just kind of now play with different shapes. So I'm just going to add in some squares. And like right now, what I'm doing is I am right now, what I'm doing is I'm just gonna make just some random shapes and just try my best to basically just add a little bit more just patterns in here, details, whatnot. So I'm gonna extrude something here, but I'm just gonna keep it pretty simple. And then I'll extrude again, maybe have just a little box here. If I accept this, I can bring in another box, hit complete, go into poly edit, and just I'm gonna make this kind of smallish. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm just gonna mess around with different just angles and whatnot. So this idea is just using boxes and whatnot to create just more kind of technical looking aspects of this world. Try to incorporate something a little bit more industrial into this. So like right here, I'm just gonna add in kind of that. I'm gonna hit extrude there. I'm just gonna hit accept. And what I could do here is I can actually duplicate, move up, move this like that, and move it like this. And then if I just so this I could go in and just plug that in like that. I'll just hit accept, and this I can kind of fine tune. This I'll just edit a bit. Oh, that's not gonna work though, because we want to make sure that that stays the same. So what we could do is just add in another box here. Just hit complete. And maybe we can and we can really move this in if we wanted to, or we could just kind of keep it. But that works pretty nicely. And we could also add in another box and kind of do the same thing. So hit complete. I'll just select everything and then go ahead and create a new block. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move this that way. Move this in a bit. Make it kind of, whoa. Make it kind of close to the other. And then this, I'm gonna kind of do the same sort of path. But I'm definitely going to branch off a bit. So I'm going to first move that pretty much next to it. But instead of pushing it out all the way to the top, I'm actually going to just extrude this along the wall. Just so it just has some kind of high-tech vibes. Extrude again. And this way, you know, you could really add in some very unique looking shapes and such little effort. I'm going to extrude this piece a bit so I can come down. Just maybe extrude this down here. And again, I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna take this, but definitely feel like I can really do some interesting things here just by extruding and doing some odd stuff, I guess. I'll actually extrude this entire thing over like that. And this I'll extrude down. And what I could do here is I could just accept so it doesn't mess up any of my progress. And then I just duplicate this. Ooh, hiccups. And yeah, just kind of have a little thing there. Of course, we could make different materials for this. We actually duplicate this. Call it dark gray. On dark gray, we can go in and really make this as dark as possible. I'll just save it. We'll go in and just apply these. I think with that, it just adds a little bit more character to the space. I like it a lot. Like there's something stuck in my teeth. And what we could do as well is we can actually duplicate this and call it red. And just make a standard red color. So we do that. We should actually be able to just apply this maybe not. I thought that updating the material for one would update all of them, but I guess not. That's fine. Just go in and or I wish if you had everyone selected, I wish it would like just apply it to all of them. That'd be the easiest. I mean, I guess you could technically just select all of them. I don't have like a rendering material selector though. Unless the group itself is selected, but I don't know. I just want to add some color to the furniture, just so it stands out a little bit more. I don't think that us starting to apply color on this level is such a bad thing. But at least now, if we create any more groups, it should copy the colors and everything. So again, this is just one of those kind of more, what's the word? I don't even want to try to attempt to say a word that probably will come out not right. But yeah, it's just one of those kind of tasks Like, this is kind of a task right now. It's actually interesting. I mean, it seems like there's I think Ubisoft right now is like working on something where it's supposedly, oh no, okay, I think I remember what I saw on LinkedIn earlier. I think there's some people at Ubisoft that are like I think using like AI or something to like make animations just seem more human-like and a lot more real looking without any sort of like, I don't know. But the animations looked pretty good. They actually looked like real people. And it was like something from like AI or something. So I'm like, oh, it's kind of interesting. I definitely am very interested in like the amount of work that an animation, you know, takes. The amount of work an animator, you know, gives a certain animation to give it life. And I can't even begin to imagine, you know, I can't even imagine what that workflow looks like. Especially as complex as like a character. A while ago, I actually ripped Judy from Cyberpunk into Blender because what I ended up doing was I took that model of Judy and I just basically put her into Tony Hawk's Underground 2 on the PC as a skater. So yeah, it's kind of a fun little project to learn. But when I opened up the model, I'm just like really amazed by the amount of skeleton bones in the face alone. I mean, it just looked like there's just tons and tons of little pins sticking out of her face, and I'm just like, wow. That is quite, it's quite the endeavor right there. I know that they have mocap, but I think I was watching some stuff on like The Last of Us Part 1, the remake for the first Last of Us game, and it seemed that they went back and like reanimated all of the performances by hand. So again, I'm not too familiar with like the workflow that animators usually take, but I think on like even God of War, they had the mocap suit and then they had like a camera attached to the person's face. And then they have, you know, dots all over the face and everything. And through that, they're able to get all of that animation data through the camera that's like pointed at their face, and they have like all of the same little mocap dots all over their face and whatnot. But on the first Last of Us game, they didn't have any of that. They just had the mocap suits on, and that was you know, one of the reasons why I guess they wanted to remake the first game. So you know, of course, I'm pretty sure they didn't go back and like reshoot any of the cutscenes. I think the cutscenes, like as far as like the voice acting and like the mocap, I don't think they like recreated any of that. I could be wrong though. If someone from Naughty Dog is watching this, feel free to comment below if you can. Don't break NDA or anything, but yeah, I assume that they didn't reshoot any of that stuff. So they, you know, just had to, they just went back and just like individually just hand painted every single little thing. And I'm just, that just amazes me. It really does. I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate this. Whoop. Just so I have one of these on the other side. Again, we can always kind of make this look a bit different and whatnot, but... But yeah, just thinking about just the amount of work that goes into animation. The most impressive animation work that I've ever really done was I was trying to make some like characters in Blender for like a more of a personal project. And I recreated these just characters that looked kind of like they were from a PS1 game because that's kind of the extent of my modeling skills, is just working with like the very basic geometry. But you know, I kind of did some cool little animations and whatnot. Like there's a spider robot that you know, kind of like would creepily crawl really fast, and he'd like stop and then like bring his weapons up and would kind of like just shoot them, and I animated them to kind of like go back and forth and just make it look really mechanical, and it was just so fun. And like I also had like a little like weird purpley goo hand creature that had like an eyeball, and like I just animated it to just kind of float up in the air, and like his fingers kind of just like go, you know, like that. It's just, I don't know, it's just really fun. And I feel like animation is just one of those things where when I do something so simple but it just comes together like that, it just looks like magic. I mean, it looks like something that just springs to life, and I imagine that that's how animators usually feel. So yeah, with that in mind, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and test play for a little bit. Probably won't play a full match, but I just want to get a good sense of this middle area here. So I think we're... So at least they can't get any. Ah, jeez. I should have got that health, but I was stuck behind that cover. But surely I can... Yeah, it's just, I like these tables. I like how, you know, to scale that they seem to be. Oh, I gotta fix this slope too. Dang. Oh, there comes. Oh, they're using that stuff. I'll just take this. Woo! Ah, man. Yeah, I'm really happy with this area too, and I was trying to figure out, I was trying to remember which button was for the grenade. I think it might be Q. Just trying to get that health. Alright, so, yeah, that was a lot. How I just love these small details now that I'm putting into this level. But anyway, I think I'm going to end the video there. I have no idea what any of those are for, but okay. We'll have to figure out errors later. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. It's been really fun. If you guys have any questions or comments, again, just feel free to leave those comments down in the comment section below. And if you want to keep updated with any future videos on the level designer, then feel free to subscribe, and we will hopefully have a video up tomorrow for Blocktober. I say we, like I work with someone on this, but it's just me, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys next video tomorrow. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys later.